Hello, this is Bosko's Toy Box, and I'm back with more toy collectibles and thrift store finds. But on this episode, I'm going to do something a little bit differently. It's more like a show-off type of episode, where not only do I collect action figures and toys from when I grew up, but I also collect movie memorabilia, and specifically I collect either movie posters or I collect movie buttons. And some of you know and some of you don't know that I used to be in the movie theater business for about 10 years, starting all the way back in 1989, which I worked at a 99-cent theater. And back then, the first movie when I started the job was Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and The Burbs, starring Tom Hanks. So throughout all the years, and I actually still do collect movie buttons, and I'll show you kind of a handful of them. I don't actually have my entire collection because my entire collection is still in a storage garage back home, which I should be getting that back maybe at the beginning of next year, which is an extensive amount of movie posters and toys, Star Wars toys. It's going to be a massive project, actually. So for right now, I will show you a good handful of movie buttons that are in my collection on me right now. And the first movie button is the movie Cloak and Dagger, and that starred Henry Thomas, and that was based on an Atari game. And if you haven't seen it, I think it's around 1982, 83. Don't quote me on that one, but it's early 80s, but it's actually a really good film, and it should not be missed. And so it's a really cool movie button. Okay, the next one that I have, I'm sorry, I need to put this away first. Okay, so the next one I have is, and I'm sure everybody has seen this movie, is Darkman. And there's actually a couple versions of this movie button, and I'm going to back it up just a little bit. There's, as you can see here, green text, and I think there's orange or red or yellow, something like that. There might be 2 or 3 different kind of movie buttons, but I have the green version here. So again, that's Darkman. Okay. Next up, I have, which I'm sure everybody in the collector's circle of friends have seen this movie, and if not, you should really seen it because it just came out as a director's cut on Blu-ray. But that is Clive Barker's Nightbreed. And then I'm going to show you the back because it's actually an older style pin. There you go. But yes, Clive Barker's Nightbreed. Great movie. I have not seen the director's cut yet, so that's and I actually saw it. I saw Nightbreed way back in the theater when it came out. So good movie though. Up next is another great sci-fi / comedy directed by Joe Dante, and that is Explorers. And Ethan Hawke is in that movie. And if you haven't seen it, seriously, it's like 1985, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Such a great Joe Dante movie. Joe Dante, director of Gremlins. But really good movie, Explorers. Kind of a movie that I grew up on, and just fond memories of that movie. Up next is a really small button. I'm sorry, I have these in plastic bags, but this next one is a really small button. And of course, everyone has seen this movie. And I'm going to see if I can hold it here since it's really small. But Ghostbusters 2. There we go. Very cool little button there. Okay. Okay, up next I have from Tim Burton. I have Mars Attacks. And I'll back it up so you can read it. It says, "Nice planet, we'll take it, December 13th. Sci-fi comedy from the director of Batman and Beetlejuice." Okay, and there's actually a couple different versions of this button, different graphics and everything like that, but another cool button. And let me put that away. Okay, now this next one, actually, I have not even opened this up yet, because I remember I got this actually personally from 20th Century Fox when the movie came out. And this is from the crappy Tim Burton version movie. Now, it's hard to tell because it's in this plastic. It's still sealed up in its plastic when I received this from 20th Century Fox. The whole entire button, the whole entire round part of the button here is a pear. Excuse me, a pear, or actually just, you know, black fake fur. It's supposed to resemble a pear, but kind of a cool button. Crappy movie, but so it's cool though, because it's different from other buttons because it's got a pear on it. Okay, next up is actually from, I have two buttons from the same movie, and I'll show you version 1 first. And Richard Donner movie, if I'm not mistaken. Matthew Broderick, Michelle Pfeiffer, Rutger Hauer. Such an awesome movie, an awesome soundtrack. And there you go, Lady Hawk. And this is version 1 of the button. Just an awesome movie that's not out on Blu-ray yet, which it needs to come out on Blu-ray. Okay, then the other version I have for that movie is a, let's see if you can, camera can pick up the movement. There you go. So you have Michelle Pfeiffer on the top, Matthew Broderick on the bottom, and then as you turn the button, Michelle Pfeiffer turns into the hawk. So another cool movie button. I like that one. Okay. Up next, I have got, let's see, which one do I have here? Oh, I have Hot Shots Part 2, May 21st, 1993. Just do it. Okay, so good sequel comedy, you know, the parody movie or whatever you want to call it, satire. But yeah, very funny. Okay. And next, let's see. Do I have? Yeah, I do have one. I have one more movie type of button, and that is Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. There you go, Kevin Costner. Nice little graphic on it. Okay. Now, up next, these aren't like movie buttons, but I did get these, or actually my mom got them for me like years ago at the post office because they were on sale. They were 50% off, and I know some of you are really going to like this one. Again, none of these buttons are for trade. They're in my collection, but these are the Universal movie monsters that are supposed to resemble postage stamps. But as you can see, this one is Frankenstein. Very cool. Boris Karloff there. The next one is Bela Lugosi, Dracula. And focus, there we go. And these are still sealed up, of course. I'm not going to open them up. I'm going to keep them on the card. And then you got, is it Lon Chain? Wolfman. There you go. Let me just get that a little bit more close. It's having a hard time focusing on this, I think on the plastic or something. There we go. Okay. And then the other one I have is Boris Karloff again for The Mummy. And I think the only one I don't think I have the Phantom of the Opera one. I don't think. And I'll see if, I know there's a lot of glare, I'm sorry about that, but I think you can pretty much see it there. There you go. Okay, now up next, actually another thing that my circle of friends probably don't know is that I'm a blackjack dealer, and I actually went to California a bunch of times, and I got a side job to deal at private parties, and I actually dealt at Warner Brothers Studios a few times, and they had a I think I dealt for a private party for, it was like, was it Ocean's 12? I can't remember. And then there was just another party on the studio lot for some kind of big Warner Brothers event. But I did snag this. This is a poker chip with the Warner Brothers symbol on it. And come on, camera, focus. It's having a really hard time focusing, but you can see it there. Okay, and it is worth $1,000. Of course, it's fake, but I have two of them. They're in my collection. Those I cannot give up. Those are kind of a one of a kind thing. So it was very cool. And let me put that back. Okay, now some other kind of just oddball collection things that I've had over many years is these 3D glasses from the A Nightmare on Elm Street when that came out in theaters in 3D. From there you go, from 1999. All right, camera. There you go, 1999 New Line Home Video. And I think that's the only graphic on that one. Okay. Then I have 3D glasses from Spy Kids 3D. And let's see if there are some graphics on it, but it's just, I don't know, just standard glasses. And then I'll show you what the outer edges look like if this camera wants to focus for me. There we go. Spy Kids 2 on DVD and video. There you go. Okay. I got okay, and then this ain't that, no, I'm sorry. Those are for the TV episode Chuck. Okay, okay, so I have one more, and they're from another Robert Rodriguez movie. I think it's from another, I don't think it's from Spy Kids. It might be from Spy Kids. But you got these purplish type of 3D glasses here. And I'll show you, there's his Troublemaker studio logo there. There you go. Okay, so there's that. So those are in my collection of 3D glasses. Okay. Then I have one more item, I think. I think this is it for the show-off thing. And I'm going to see if you know what this is just right off the bat before I say anything. And let me back up the camera a little bit. Okay. So this is from the movie Labyrinth. Jennifer Connelly. And this is the talking door knocker. And it does work. It talks every time that you use the door knocker ring. And I will turn it on so you can see. Whoa. Actually. There you go.
What were you saying? Look, and the door will open. No good. Can't hear you. Hi. It's very rude to stare. What were you saying?
Okay. So you get an idea, but that is from the movie Labyrinth, and you can put it up on the wall, which I haven't done it yet because I don't have long enough screws yet, but that is going to go up on my wall at some point. So it is a cool item. And I think that is it for the show-off video of movie memorabilia. I do have a lot more to show you, but it's just I just need to get it down and get it out of boxes and everything. So until next time, this is Bosko signing off.